On this vote, the yeas are 215, the nays are 214, with one answering present. The bill is passed. USA, USA.
USA.
So that was, of course, the passage of Trump's big, beautiful bill, which obviously narrowly passed in the House. And boy, you could feel the enthusiasm there. It was palpable there with you.
Well, it was also like 5 a.m, so we can cut a little slack. But
I guess
it was like 5 a.m.
I guess you had all Democrats voting against it, and 2 Republicans, Thomas Massie, of course, and Warren Davidson of Ohio, voting against it with the Democrats after an all-nighter. And when you think all-nighter, you think of like a big rager. And no, it was just a bunch of oldies in Congress trying to figure out whether or not they were going to pass this bill. President Trump was very excited. There are a lot of good things about it, and then there are a lot of things that I hesitate. I understand the hesitation of, we were going through the breakdown of like, well, there's this caucus who wants this, and they're not going to get it. There's this caucus who wants this, and they're not going to get it. And I was just like, I don't envy y'all's position because I understand the hesitancy, but at the same time, there's a lot of good things in this bill, and we've got to go in the direction that the president wants us to go in to be able to fund all of this, border patrol and bringing police officers back in and bringing in law and order again. And, it passed the House. Now it goes to the Senate.
Well, for me, it gets to a point where if you're going to have activist judges that are stopping doing, the president's will, every Republican should just vote yes and hold their nose and just say, I don't give a shit. If you're going to do this, I'm just going to pass every single thing that he puts in front of me. But and look, I love Massie, right? I respect him a lot. But guys, come on.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, we're principled when the left is playing for keeps on everything. It is so dumb. It's like, hey guys, hey jihadis, the army's rolling through in 10 minutes, and they're like, oh, okay, and they get rid of their gun. It's like, you got to play to win sometimes, and this is the time to do it. Like, by you, okay, I'll get it. You get your little flag, and you go, yeah, I stood up to that, and blah, blah. But I think that the majority of American people would go, if you stood up to them and said, listen, this is happening over here. They're undermining us. We can't get anything through. So I'm just going to pass every single thing that the president says because I'm sick of this. Yep. We don't do that. But guess what? How many of the Democrats voted for it?
Right.
0.
Right.
Well, you also see this dynamic playing out time and time again in Congress where the Republicans, the GOP, are severely fractured. So they have to, they're playing like they have to herd these sheep, 10 different pastures of sheep into one little whatever you'd call it, cage or whatever. You can tell that I'm not a farmer, obviously. But they're trying to corral all these different factions, all these different warring factions, the libertarians, the fiscal hawks, the freedom, everything. They don't present a united front. When Democrats get together, they could be voting to raise taxes to 150%. They would all do it because they are unified, okay? They are unified in their mission. It's because the left views politics as like an actual battlefield, and Republicans view politics as like a debate club. Like, we need to let our principles, like, it's like you're a dork. Shut up. Okay, get behind the president. The midterms are coming up. They don't have a ton of time. 4 years is short. 2 years is even shorter, okay? So they should be there every single day, just voting. This is what the president wants. I'll do it. We're going to vote. We're going to vote on this. We're going to vote on that. We're going to codify every executive order. We're going to get everything done, overwhelm the system, and see what happens. But they're so lackadaisical with their approach. It's like their head their heads aren't actually in the game. It's like, do you care about saving the country? Like, it's not like you are that popular, okay, Mike Johnson?
Right.
People love Trump.
Right.
People don't love the GOP,
Right.
okay? So it's not like you're going to win forever, or the people are going to keep voting for you as soon as Trump goes away. That is not the case.
Yeah.
They need to get their, I would say there are a heck of a lot of Trump voters, okay? There are a lot less GOP voters, all right?
You're right. You're
If the
absolutely right.
Republicans do not deliver and they keep scorning their base, the base is just going to eventually say, all right, well, we're going to pick up our stuff and go home. And you see this time and time again. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
How many GOP senators voted for Biden's thing, the infrastructure bill?
Right. How many of them voted to send our money to Ukraine? How about that?
For Ukraine.
Now all of a sudden we don't have the money? Okay.
They're
You sent it all
on
to
board.
Ukraine.
They always all get on board in the name of bipartisanship with Democrats. But the Democrats never do this.
Never,
Ever
never,
do this
never.
in return for us. So why do we still play this
Exactly.
game?
Exactly. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.